But dun, 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 dun. No, warning in advance. If you don't like colourful language or anything derogatory against women, yada yada yada, turn the shit off because you're not gonna like what you're about to hear for the next hour. What should we talk about? Well, KidRocker, I'm back. Not in black, but wearing my Joker. Why so serious, motherfuckers? Ha 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 ha. I could talk in my normal voice. It's still KidRocker at the end of the day. We're still gonna say it like it is, tell it like it is. I know there's gonna be a lot of people wanting to watch this, but harden the fuck up, cause shit's about to hit the fan. So, it's been a while. It's been a long time, but it's coming. And like I said, I apologize for the language in advance, because you're not going to fucking like it. So, where do we start? Where do we fucking start? Whew, there's so many things. There's just so many things I want to say. Let's start at the beginning. In life, there are people out there that want to fucking use us, fucking want to cheat on us, take advantage of us, play manipulative games with us. And those are the selfish people that live amongst this earth. These are the people that shouldn't be able to do what they do to people. I've had a fucking gutful of putting up with this for 30 fucking plus years of my life. I've been treated like shit by 90% of the people I've dated. As I've stated, there's only been two great loves in my life over the 30 plus years of my life, and it's fucked. Like, I had one greatest love when I was 19, and then the other greatest love, only a few years ago. And since then, there's been nothing. All the women have been disgusting and filthy. Girls that are druggies and whores and fucking their own family. It's disgusting. Look, I will never understand to this day why a woman, when she does cheat on the bloke, that's a very good bloke, that would do anything for her. These blokes that will do anything for their partners, and the woman goes and cheats. And it's usually like the garbage barrel, so to speak. It's fucked how people... Guys do it too, but girls mostly, Girls seem to expect more and want more in life, whereas guys will settle for anything and anyone. And that's why most of the time it is the guy that gets hurt. You don't hear the side of the guy story. You just hear the woman go, oh, but yes, he cheated on me. He fucking, used to abuse me and all that shit. You never hear the guy's side story. Cheers. Our first drink of the week. Man, if they had to drug test me and alcohol test me tonight or tomorrow, I'm fucked. Little lives. Now, what I don't like in relationships are people that just give up. Now, Andre has said this on multiple videos. But I'm going to say it. We talk the same. Obvious reasons. Why date someone if you know that the moment things get hard, you're just going to give up? Because you expect too fucking much from that guy. You expect this guy to be perfect and put up with your shit, and he's supposed to let you belittle him, and he's supposed to put up with it. Well, 9 out of 10 guys do not put up with women's shit, for starters. Let me tell you something. If at the moment a woman starts talking down to a guy or making him feel low, that's it. Relationship over. I made that mistake because a lot of times I've been cheated on, lied to, abused, made to make me feel like shit. But I didn't give up. Just because things are a little tough, you don't give up. I mean, you're giving every girl that's given up on me since I've been alive. It's their loss because none of them have done better than me, and I know that for a fact. Because I'm better than most guys, and they know it. It's not every day you find someone like me. And to any advice to any women that want to date Andre, give him a go. You will not be disappointed. There may be the haters of Andre going, yes, but he's this, he's that, he's that. Definitely don't believe anything those druggies say. Because at the end of the day, that's all they are. They're druggies. Stoners that want to get drunk and stoned every day, that have nothing in their lives. And those are the sort of people that don't even have friends. They don't have friends, they don't have much belongings, and they target people like me so they can leech off people like me. For money, for jewelry, a nice place to stay. You know what I mean? Does it sound familiar? Whether I'm KidRocker, Andre, the Kid, Joker Kid, whatever you want to call me. It just sickens me how low people can be. The people that we loved or cared about a lot, and they betray us by cheating, lying, stealing, manipulating, using. It doesn't feel good. You think that people would just move on after a breakup. No, but some women just want to hurt that bloke over and over again. Even though the relationship's over, they want to find new ways of hurting them. What kind of woman's that? Do you think, as a woman hearing this, do you think that's fair on a guy? If they tried to do everything they could for their partner to turn around and lie to them, manipulate them, steal from them, cheat on them, who's in the wrong here? But the guy always gets the wrong end of the bargain. And it's sad because if there is any guys watching that have similar stories, say it. Your word needs to be said. You need to tell other blokes that, yes, guys are victims. I'm telling every guy out there, if you've had a story that your ex has cheated on you, sent photos to other guys, you know, manipulated you, used you, tell your story. Because you may be able to help some other guy out there that's struggling to get over it. You weren't the problem. If a woman cheats on you, that's not your fault. If a woman ever cheats on the guy, that means she must be a dirty fucking slut to do that. There's no excuse for cheating at the end of the day, whether you're got male or female. There's no fucking excuse to cheat. So for anyone that thinks that, oh, my partner won't find out if I go fuck this dude, or, my partner won't know if I go fuck this other girl. What kind of person are you to even think about it? Or question it, for that matter? There are people out there that just can't love. There mostly the time it's the girls that can't love because they know that they'd rather just go around fucking guys, using guys to their advantage, getting things here and there, free drugs, free alcohol, free jewelry. And then once that guy wises up, they get rid of that guy. Because I know how it feels to have all them done to me in the last 2 years. It's not nice. I look at all these people and I think, what pathetic little lives all of them live. All of them over the 2 years, the 20 plus. It's them that are pathetic. They have nothing. And all they want to do is get drunk and stoned every day. You can pretty much guarantee that every day they're at least got some bit of alcohol in them or some sort of dope in them or other drugs. I know this for a fact, the people I've dated over the last 2 years. That's all they do. They've always got alcohol in them. They've always got some sort of drug or illicit substance. And it's just ridiculous. And I say to all of you, how pathetic are you? Because this seemed to be the pattern over the last 2 years with me. The girl goes, oh yeah, he seems like a nice guy. Let's see how much I can get out of him. And then after a week, when they've had their fun, taking advantage of me, where do they go? Bye-bye. Because I don't need someone like that in my life. Because I know that I can get a beautiful girl that will accept me for me. I had a beautiful fiance of 6 years fucking do that for me, man. She was the fucking best. She was better than all you fucking women combined. More women should be like her. And I say this to anyone watching. Don't you ever, ever think you can play me like a fool. I ain't fucking stupid. I love how I can just go from personality to personality, and this KidRocker, then Andre, then Kid. You get the gist of it though. I'm sick of these fucking horrible, manipulative fucking trash that comes into my life. Because I know that there's that one person out there, and she looks to the stars every night and she goes, I wish I had a guy that would look after me, protect me, treat me like a princess, be faithful. And I'm wishing that when I look at the stars at nights too, except the reverse role is I'm looking for a princess out there. So me and this person, wherever they are, we're both looking at that same star, wishing the same thing. They could be as close as up the road. They could be in another state, could be in another country. But I truly know that if me and this person are meant to be together, we'll find each other in this life. Sooner rather than later. We don't even have to look. We may just pop up one day and be like, hey, you want to give this a go? In fact, there's one person in this world right now that is doing that for me right now. And one day, I will show you how happy this person's made me. I've never been this happy in years, since my ex of 6 years. This fucking person knows how to kiss. This fucking person has a heart. This fucking person does not fucking use me. She accepts me for who I am. She's the prettiest person I've kissed all year. She is the most amazingest person I've met in my whole life, because I've known her for 10 plus years. She wants to hang out with me. She wants to cuddle up to me. She wants to hold my hand. She wants to fall asleep in my arms. Because she loves me for me. And none of you pieces of shit over the last 2 years have ever treated me like this person has. She is my Harley Quinn. I am her Joker. I wear the Joker. She wears the Harley Quinn. And I can sense why this video is going. A few people watching this that are like, bullshit. You're full of shit. You've got nobody. Well, if I was playing poker, I'm all in right now because I know I've got the best hand. I'm not full of shit. If you don't believe me, well, you can just look at my Facebook. And soon you'll be able to look at a nice Facebook photo of me and her. And maybe you might have a video. But everyone will see about showing how beautiful lips touching. Because at least I know the last person I kissed was absolutely amazing. What about you watching this? Ugh. Ugh. If it smells like shit, I think it's shit. If it comes from the garbage dump, it's from the garbage dump. Nothing but trash. As we've learned in KidRocker vids, I don't get in trouble. Because I know what to say. It's not meant to anyone particular. And it's freedom of YouTube. I'm waiting and praying for the day that someone wants to try attack my credibility. What are you going to say? Oh, he lives with his parents. That's Lucci. Well fucking dare. Who wants to move out of that? I have my own house. Got beautiful tenants that pay me. My mortgage is paid off, so I don't have a mortgage. I'm doing quite good for myself. When I look out over the balcony and I see kangaroos every day in the front lawn, I see wildlife that no one else gets to see. Why would I? It's because you, the people that have dated me over the last 2 years, are all jealous. You've all said lines of the ones that have come here, I feel like a princess here. I could get used to this. Yeah, bad words. You're using me because you want the good life. Fuck off. Where are they now? Still living their little pathetic lives. Someone and a couple of beverages a day. Because that's how they live their pathetic little lives. And what do they have to show for it? Nothing. So, who wins and who loses at the end of the day when it comes to me and all these women of the last 2 years? I win. Every time. What happens at the end of this year? I win again. I can't lose. Unless I get a girl pregnant and she takes half of everything I got, then that's a big fuck up. But yeah, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Because I'm not going to have sex until I'm in a relationship. So at least I can keep my legs closed. How about you? Well, can you? The people over the years that I've dated in the last 2 years, can you say you do? When was the last time you had a drink? Probably today. When was the last time you had a cone? Probably today. When was the last time you had sex? Filthy, filthy fucking trash. That's what I say at the end of the day. Because why not, you women and men out there that are watching, why can't you stop thinking with your dicks and think with your head? Be smart. Do you want to fuck up your life? What about you're in a relationship right now? Do you really love your partners? Or are you using them until something better comes along? I know a couple in particular that I would say would be in a very loveless relationship. I know a couple of couples that are in loveless relationships, but they stay together because they know they're pieces of shit and they can't get any better. I mean, why have trash and date someone that's just absolutely ugly and disgusting and feral when you can have a guy like me? Well, KidRocker, even this version of me is better than fucking the normal version of me because I kind of like the long hair, but so many people are fucking trash at the end of the day. They have nothing better to do than ruin people's lives. And then when they're finished ruining their life, their ex's lives, they decide they want to, and his family. Wow. What kind of person's that? What kind of person does that? Probably, I would say, the ones that watch my YouTube and Facebook, there's about, I would say, 4 of you women's. You have nothing better to do than ruin people's lives and destroy them. You're selfish. You're vindictive. You have no heart. It's about 4. Off the top of my head. 2 people that recently betrayed me. A couple of exes that I've dated. And another one there. And I see those people at the end of the year, where are they going to be? No better off. Where am I going to be? Comfortable. Yes, loneliness fucking sucks. It's fucking dog. It does fucking suck. But at least I'm not with trash. At the end of the day, women that support other women like that are no better. And I know some of yous are sinners right now. So look dead in this camera and you know you're sinning. You know you're pathetic. You're liars. You don't care. And you know what? Karma will get you back. A famous quote from my dad: every dog has her day. And if you're a guy that is in a loveless relationship, if love's not being served, leave the table. Just get out. Trust me. Get out of a relationship where if it's loveless, that person's probably going to cheat on you, already has. If you know you can't do any better, it sucks, but you gotta, for your mental health, get out. I'm giving you all advice. Same goes for a girl. If you know that your boyfriend's treating you wrong and cheating on you all the time and using you, drop him. It's that simple. You see, I never got that option because I had a heart. I'm fucking nicest motherfucker you ever meet. And you fuck with me. You fuck with Andre and make him feel like he's pathetic and low and he's bad at this and bad at that. You're fucking bullshit. Andre is the most amazingest guy women could ever date. Take off these ridiculous glasses and wig and hat and you'll see a man that's been hurt, betrayed, lied to, cheated on, manipulated, but he's still fucking standing. A little bit, in one way, ego damaged, getting dropped for someone that's worse than him. Up here, pinnacle, mountaintop, Andre. Exes down there. The exes that date the guys after me, even lower. That's what your life is. Because you're just jealous that you couldn't get any more out of me. You're jealous that you couldn't even milk me for what I was worth. That's cool. Pathetic. I'm not afraid of anyone. Behind the scenes, behind this camera, behind this fucking KidRocker gimmick, I'm not fucking scared of anybody. I'm not afraid of death. I'm not afraid of going back to jail. You know what I'm afraid of? The unknown. Not knowing when or where I could bump into someone I'd never want to see in the rest of my life. And how would I react? That's what I'm afraid of. You see, we all have demons. Every single motherfucking one of yous. And you know exactly that everybody's got a price. Everybody's got a toll. Everybody's got a breaking point. None of yous are perfect watching this. You're in a relationship where you know if your partner says one thing, you will snap and you will take it out on him. You know that, right? You know that's not right on him. Why is he supposed to be the one that has to shut his mouth, get belittled, made feel like shit, get used, get abused, put up with your fucking shit, and you don't expect him to get angry or fire back? You're deliberately doing it so you want him to do it. You want him to snap. You want him to fire back. And when he doesn't, you're disappointed. You're angry. So what do? You come up with even more stuff hateful. You keep bringing it and you try so hard to get that demon out of him. What kind of person are you? Why? Why do you want it so badly? No one wins in that situation. Like I've stated before, women like that would do that to guys. It's disgusting. I know I told one woman a story just recently, and that woman, all she said is, I want to break that girl's fucking face. And I was like, violence does not solve anything. It's you that gets in trouble at the end of the day. They just have a laugh and they keep doing what they're doing. And that goes to any male or female out there. Violence does not solve anything. Yes, if we get cheated on, we think violent thoughts. Doesn't solve anything. Just be grateful that person cheated on you early. So that means you don't have to put up with that person's shit for the rest of your life. Get out while you can. It hurts, yeah, but think about how good it feels not being with someone like that. And if they're cheating on you, what else are they doing behind your back? They're probably the ones using you for a place to stay. Because they know they've got nowhere else to go, so they shack up with you. Very common story with a lot of females. They know that they don't want to be in a relationship, so they try to find a relationship when they're in a relationship. Then that way they know, fuck, I don't have to be in this relationship. I use the guy a bit longer, dump his ass, and then they know that they've got a place waiting. Unfortunately, I know a couple of women like that are watching this video right now. It's sad. That's how they want to live their lives. And they know that whatever current relationship they're in now, they know that, fuck, if they break up with the person, they're homeless. And they've got nowhere to go. So what those women do is probably right now trying to find another place. If this one falls through, because I know that there's 3 relationships right now that are like that. They know it's not going to work. You know it's not going to work. For what? What kind of sick game are you playing? All of yous. What kind of sick game are you playing with these guys? Why not, instead of leeching off fucking guys, why don't you all get off your ass, put the bong down, put the alcohol down, and go get a job? Or you may say, oh, but I can't, I have a disability, or fuck off. Bull fucking shit. You've got 2 arms and 2 legs. You could at least volunteer at an op shop or something. I think it's pathetic how a lot of people take advantage of the disability rule when it comes to working. Because I know a good 3 people watching this vid, but they leech. They can fucking work. Fuck, I know one of them, even if it's a job where she just sits and just bloody does a secretary thing, at least that's having a job. Instead of sitting on your ass playing games all day and fucking having cones and fucking smoking and drinking all the time. That's where all that person's money goes. A lot of people, their money just goes on dope and alcohol. Well, what's that achieving in life? If you're over the age of 25 and you've got nothing, then what have you fucking done for a quarter of your life? By then you should have something by then. But if you don't, there's something wrong with you. So go look in the mirror right now, and if you're over 25 and you've got nothing, then you're the problem. I know that in 3 years I'll be 40. My life's nearly over. And I don't see 40 in general, but definitely don't see 50. But what I've learned is I've done everything I want in life now. I can put on outfits to entertain you guys. I can fucking sing and dance and fucking get used by most of you in the last 2 years. But I'm still standing. Go ahead and kill me. Put a gun to my head. I don't give a fuck. Stab me. I don't give a fuck. If you're sick and twisted and you really want to do that to me, go right ahead. Just do it. I've already been broken too many times this year. But I'm better for it. I'm a changed person. I'm a brand new person. I have a beautiful friend that is pretty much like a girlfriend now. She's the best person I've had in my life since my ex of 6 years. No girl's come close to being better than her. And we've not even slept together. Because I respect her too much. Because I don't need sex. I can live without it. But I can't say that about people watching this vid. The manipulators, the cheaters, the liars, the sluts. You're probably thinking, was this directed at anybody? Or, you know, it's pretty obvious this whole vid wasn't even directed at anyone in particular. It's just in general. How pathetic life is. And how people take advantage of it. Take advantage of a person that's down on their luck. It's a very fucked up thing. And the fact that most women fucking support women that do that. I used to, growing up, girl code was like, oh, if you've got a bunch of girlfriends, you don't go out with the guys they dated. Or, if you're a guy, you don't date, your friends, your male friends' girlfriends after they've, you date to hurt them even more. That's fucked up. That's just fucked up. A lot of men and women do it though. More money than him. He's better looking than him. Maybe he can look after me if we don't work. The moment you're thinking about that, that's sick. That's absolute sick. What is going through your brain to think that? Males and females do it all the time. You hear the stories like on Jerry Springer, oh, I slept with your sister. And it's like, wow. It's like, it's cheating in a way, in a different form, Like, it's, but it happens. I could tell you that, man, if I went on Jerry Springer, I would have a very good story to tell. There's drugs, there's sex, there's family, there's everything. The only thing that's actually missing is a pregnancy. God, I don't know how that would be so fucked up. That would be so fucked up. I mean, I joke about it now, but fuck, man. I've got like side bets going on before the end of the year what will happen. And yeah, I'm not even going to touch that with a 10-foot fucking pole. I just hope that I can fucking move on from this. So, is Andre hurting from all this? Well, I'm not going to fucking lie. It doesn't fucking feel good, does it? Knowing that, you've been betrayed and lied to and cheated on and fucking used and abused for the last 2 years. But I always bounce back. I always have the last laugh. It's just harder right now. Because I don't have my lady by my side that's been taking care of me. I could ring her up now and she'd be like, yeah, I'll come over. Cuddle and kiss for a bit. She was there when I was in the outhouse. I don't know the last time I actually saw her, actually. But it's like, it's hard not to text her every day because I know I can text her and she would respond, but I try to, like, this is the first day where I've not texted her all day. I have respect for her. I don't want to come on too strong. I've given her a piece of my heart. Actually, literally, I did actually legit give her a piece of my heart. It's best not to discuss what I did. But she knows that I love her more than a friend. She knows that I make her happy and she makes me happy, and I think that's the fucking main thing. If two people make each other happy, don't fucking stop that. Don't you interfere. When you know it's real happiness, not some sort of fake bullshit. You know, a lot of people get together just because, for the sake of it. Not for love, not for anything. Just to use each other and hurt the people that they dated previously before them. Those relationships don't work. They're just pathetic. And if they're willing to do that to the people before them, there's a good chance it's going to happen to them. You think at the end of the day people are stupid? The people that are in relationships like I've had, we're not dumb. As Andre said in previous vid, two eyes. Everyone's got two eyes. But the ones that've got the third eye sees everything. And that's on the back of the head. You think just because their back's turned they can't see what's going on? Oh, they know. The people that think people are stupid, they're the stupid ones. You think Andre didn't know what was going on behind his back for the last 2 years with all these people? He's always got an ace up his sleeve. You think just because he leaves the house at nights to go do his thing, he can't see what's exactly going on while he's not there? The eye sees everything. Let's just say that some people think they're alone when their partners go out, but they're not alone. Their partners know exactly what's going on. Do you think for a second Andre didn't know about things that have happened? He sees everything. Just because he goes out and does his Pokemon run at night, he knew exactly what's going on in the house. He could see it when he's driving. He could hear it as he's driving. Speculation, but there was a third eye. But the eye wasn't in the back of his head this time when he was driving. It was here. Can you work it out? Where the third eye was? What was it? Now who's playing games? Now who's overthinking things? You know, you look at Titanic, when the guy says Jack, I always win Jack. One way or another. And it's funny, when he said that, he may have lost Rose to Jack, but at the end of the day, he was the one that was smart enough, got off that ship alive. Jack didn't. Jack didn't even get the girl. He ended up marrying, having kids, and then he shot himself, I think, in the end, they're saying. But he always played the cards that he had in his hand, and he always knew what he could do to go one up. Andre knew what he was doing the whole time. He knew that he was in a loveless relationship, that he knew no matter what he did, he couldn't make it work. He didn't give up, but he kept fighting for the word of love. Andre never stopped for 2 years. He lost the love of his life of 6 years, and he's never been the same since. But he didn't give up on love. He didn't close the doors on her. He left the door a little bit open so if he did find it again, that love can come back in. And he made a mistake. He's made the mistake the last 2 years. But at least he knows now that those people that were in his life, except for one, because there was one decent one in there, he knows that he can do better than that trash. Those sluts, those druggies, those users. Some will go, oh, we know Andre's really like. He's not a nice guy. He's this. You're only assuming that based on what you hear from others. But if you actually got to know him, you would know that he's been through the wars. He's picked the worst ones. When people have told him, don't go out with that girl. She'll abuse you. She'll use you. He didn't listen because he gives everyone a chance. But when you fail that chance, he doesn't want to know you anymore. You're watching this and you know what you've done to him. Some of you know what you've done to him. It's pathetic. It's disgraceful. It's disgusting. It's deplorable. The hatred for a guy that just wanted to give anybody a chance. He didn't look at anyone's looks in the last 2 years. He didn't care what they had or what they didn't have. He just wanted to make their life better. And that's all it was in the last 2 years. He didn't care that he was going out with these druggies, these whores, these sluts. He didn't care. Because he saw good in all of them. He saw some sort of good in them. When all these other women, his so-called friends say, oh, you can do better, you don't need that, you don't need that. He doesn't listen to anyone but himself at the end of the day. His parents can tell him stuff, his family can tell him stuff, but he tried to make it work. He wasn't the bad guy. The only reason why things come out the way they do is because it's the bad women that make the bad side of him come out. A decent woman wouldn't do the things that have been done to him. You know, if you've ever done the wrong by him, that you're to blame for everything that happens in his life. If you have any compassion or heart, do the fucking right thing. Stop hurting him. Because there's a lot of yous out there that have absolutely stepped on his heart, kicked him in the back, put a knife to his heart, put a knife to his back. For what? Just so you can feel good about yourself? It's sick. Why can't we all get along in life? Why can't people admit that they did the wrong, make peace and be apologetic? Both sides. Because in a relationship, it's two people. It's not one person that ever does the wrong, it's two. Figure that one out. It's always two. It's never one person's the problem in a relationship. It's both parties. Always listen to both parties' side. Most of the time, if you've said to Andre, oh, that girl's bad, you know, she'll only do this, and then you go and take that woman's side, what kind of person are you? A traitor. You're the one saying that she's a bad person, all that. And then you go be friends with her. What a backstabber. Filthy fucking backstabbers. At the end of the day, Andre has a life better than every single guy that you could possibly date. Andre is the nicest fucking human being on this fucking earth. What are you? Someone that just wants to put him down. Cheat. Lie. Be vindictive. The sinners all go to hell at the end of the day. Everyone in the last 2 years, you're all sinners. God has no place for you in heaven. You're going to hell. For what your actions have done. Your lies. your deception, your hate, your cheating. For what? Most people, male or female, the only reason why they put people down and belittle them is because they hate themselves. They hate their own lives. They hate looking in the mirror and they don't like what they see. So for everyone that's hurt me over the last 2 years, you hate yourself. You hate your life. When I come into it, you're happy because I can buy you stuff. I can buy you jewelry, take you on fancy dates, make you feel like a queen. But then when I start being a real man and I tell you what I don't like, you start getting the claws, you start getting the knives out. You go straight for the kitchen drawer and start pulling that knife out. And you want to see how far you can stick that knife in me. Stick it in my heart, I don't care. Do what you want to me, but never, ever. That's low. That's despicable. Who does that? Who does that? So I'm looking you sinners dead in the eyes. If you've done something, confess. Make peace. Don't live your life with this hatred inside of you. None of us should hate anybody in life. And if you for 1 second love that person, if you truly say, oh, but I love that person, fucking prove it, you selfish fucking dogs. Prove it. Prove to people that you're not a fucking heartless person. Do the right thing. Leave that person alone. Stop hurting them. Stop making their lives hell. And move forward with your own life without them in it. If that's how you feel. But don't keep kicking them when they're down. Don't make their lives a living hell. Don't interfere with their family. There are a lot of yous out there that just can't move on with their lives after years and years. You still want to hurt your exes. You still want to destroy their lives and their family lives. You're in a relationship but want to destroy your ex's relationships. You want to just keep destroying your ex even though that they've already moved on with their lives, but you won't let them move on. We don't live in the past, we go to the future. But if you can't do that, and you want to keep making your ex's lives a living hell, then you will never grow up in life. You will never truly be loved. Because one day, what you do to someone, Dad always says karma, son, karma. If you cheat on someone, then you will get cheated on back. If you use someone, they will use you. It's the way life is. So thank you motherfuckers for watching this episode of KidRocker. It's good to be back. It's good to say it like it is. But if any of you motherfuckers are offended, your ass is grass and I'm gonna smoke it. Or as Andre would say, your ass is grass and I'm the lawnmower. He doesn't do that stuff. But my final thought, if you're not ready to be in a relationship and you get into one and you just give up, you should never be in a relationship ever again. Only go into a relationship if you know that that person can make you happy, no matter if they're broke and don't have anything to their name, or they've just got a big heart. But don't you ever go into a relationship if you're going to give up if it gets hard, because you don't deserve the relationship. Love is not about material things. Love is not about sex every night. Love is about two people that will be faithful and honest and be there for each other and not give up on each other when the chips are down. For richer, for poorer, for sickness and health, death do us part. And that's all I've got to say. Check the 4 vids below, previous KidRockers, and a really cool 1.5 hour music vid by Andre. Check it out.